Yes. It's Andrew once again at the same time, same place. Relax Radio, going live and having a good time. It's the time of the day when we have a good time. It's Andrew. Relax Radio is the lunch month show. It works, so it's let it work that way. It works.
Online, on the iOS and Android, on your mobile phones, Bengali's biggest conversation around the globe. This is Relax Radio.
Relax Radio.
Relax Radio.
Yepa. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody having a good time wherever they are because I'm having a good time. I'm smiling. I just, if those that are listening from the app, if you could see me, well, get on our social medias and see what's going on. I mean, you can hear us from across the app, but you can't see me. So if you went on our social media pages, you would see me because I'm live streaming live on all our social media pages. So it's interesting that you guys are actually following through and showing up and showing off and doing all the comments and talks and reaching out in the background and inboxing and saying how some of what's being said is relevant content and interesting and but it's ideal that you guys actually reach out in the comment section. It's open for conversation. That's how get the show going, because if you go, it's okay to inbox, but it's still, it's the comment section is a reflection of something good. But at the same time, when you guys reach out in inbox, you can still reach out on inbox and reach out to personal account and so on. And I appreciate that. In the meantime, it's everything is going good at the moment, but I was so disappointed with the whole Nicki Minaj situation. She was trying to reach out to her fans, and the whole setup to meet and greet people by I mean, she's a Barbie, and she got a whole family behind her to come when she calls. She put it out on her Instagram. Is it Instagram or Twitter to say she's coming for the meet and greet at a certain time? And everybody was out there at the Coke the in Camden uh to then say she's gonna meet greet people in Camden. And what then happened was the people were so much and overcrowding, and which led the police to get involved and get her into a space where she was comfortable because she was supposed to perform at the wireless. And unfortunately, she didn't quite get to do the whole meet and greet thing, and they had to be moved to another time. And but this is the thing, you know this is my thing. For someone like me, Nicki Minaj, it's she can't do Rihanna as a rock. You just roll on the street. Well, but I mean, she's still celebrity levels, A class celebrity levels, up there with Rihanna and Beyonce. And checking her Instagram, she got about 178 million followers on her Instagram. Imagine that. So just being in London and saying I'm in London already, she got somebody to come out of her house at 7 in the morning. I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping, of course. And you come out and say you want to go see Nicki Minaj. It's I appreciate that. It's quite a good thing that you know people still have that energy. The young ones are still out there doing the energy. Yeah, we was doing the same thing. Well, not the same thing though, but it's just we had the same energy around about the times when when Jay Z and them were on top of the league, when 50 Cent was on top of the league, when Ludacris, we was out here with G Unit trainers, G Unit t-shirts, G Unit jeans, and you'd walk around in the street and be like that guy that's out there with the unique fake chain. And so I I'm not talking down your energy, but it's just recognizing that I'm a grown man, you know. And it's one of those things where it's like you have to enjoy your below 25. You need to enjoy your below 25, because as soon as he hits 25, you need to shape up. You know, I mean, hey, 30 years old, you're still running around going to live shows. Well, you can, but I mean, it's you sort of have to, if you're ticking a box, that's fine. If you are going with your wife, that's fine. But if you have that energy to get involved like that, it's mm, mm, you know, if it's a bucket list, it's fine, because I got a couple of things on my bucket list. I need to jump from the sky at some point with on a parachute and land in some field. You know what I mean? And I got a few of them. I still need to uh, swim with the dolphins. You know, looking at me like some bougie bucket list. Nah. Yeah, I still need to go on the racetrack and test drive one of them F1 trucks, and still do some of that. And I still need to um, go out in Africa and ride on an elephant. I played with the lion at one point, but with precaution, because it's the lion. It's a baby lion. you you can't be out there playing with the real lion. Well, it was a real lion, and it was 24 months old, so 2 years, and didn't have those big big the fur on the head, so it was pretty much something. But yeah, I take that off, and I still need to bungee jump somewhere. There's something about some adrenaline rush that I need to, you go past, and that will make me feel like I had a good time. And those are some of the things. And you know, so festival is cool, but at my age, going to a festival, I need a back pass, a backstage pass. You know, I'm too in the crowd so much to actually see the performing artist at the front there. I need to be. I came here for the artist to actually see who you are, and can I see you just right here next to me? And can I, have handshake or maybe fist bump or sign? Can I, can we have a conversation? Can you uh, tell me about your next move? And can you maybe, that's why I need a back pass, because I'm a grown man. I can't be having them little conversations. Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm a big fan. I remember the song that you sang. It made me feel a certain way. Nah, 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 nah. I past that. I'm grown. I'm grown. I need to be talking to somebody and have a conversation, and they actually walk away and say I've contributed something to that conversation. Made it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling now. It's I'm too grown to be all fanatic, and oh, meet my friends. Come on, man. I'm too grown to be doing that. So now is the times when you still do the same things, but from a different angle. So I was telling my people that, listen, um, this year I'm not going to any motive that's I have to pay to go in. Like somebody has to pay for me, or somebody. Oh, I have to go in for free. The next year in 2023, someone has to pay me to actually come to your party. we do things different. You see, I'm too grown to be finding myself trying to do certain things that I ain't coming out properly. You know what I mean? So we need to, upgrade your mental state and how you do things, and all that sort of thing, because we can't be doing certain things anymore, because uh, you're all grown up now, and, doing things different way, and you know different approach to certain things, because it affects you. So now, many times, most of us at our age are repairing our body. So we actually minding what we eat, we're actually minding what we do, and we're actually, all that sort of thing, trying to be health, keep it healthy, because death is upon us anytime. You could be dead, you know, but we continue to breathe. So you need to limit your risk taking with your life things. You can't be out there in the crowd and having a good time, and stampede, and nah, I want some big stage pass, and be chilled out, be hanging out with the celebrities and the performers and the artists, and getting things going and talking about how money can be made, and how can somebody have a good time and actually create friendship and sort of thing. Because no, 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 no. You know, it's crazy, and it's now that people no longer buy records. People just stream. Well, I suppose there's money involved, but I mean, um, it's this festival must be paying a whole lot of money, and for you to be out there and get people to streaming your stuff, it's a it's you need to go out there and perform and do your thing. And but it's this is what I was saying. I can't hear somebody sing along to their own song. It's either you're doing with no vocals, instrumental with no vocals, which none of these, uh, not many of these artists are doing. So it's I'd rather be in the backstage, you know, you know. So yeah, I'd rather be in the backstage and be chilling with them celebrities, and just, hey, should I? Who are you? you know Sometimes it's crazy how is like lately, who do you recognize as a celebrity now? you know it's the main ones, the ones that hit mainstream. It's like somebody was asking me, like, I can't remember who was saying, there's few names that came up and I couldn't really recognize them. It was like, I don't know who this is. It's like, but sometimes I hear these songs, and I think, oh, these songs are cool. Who's the artist, and what's the title of the track? And everybody be looking at me like, you don't know this person? I don't know this person. I don't know this person. It's as crazy it might seem. I'm not well versed with some of these the artists, the new songs, and all this that's coming on the airwaves. Supposedly the new songs and the new hits and the new, I seen one performer must have said, I think he was performing while this festival. I think one of the clips I seen online, I was like, I think he said a few words, and then the crowd says the rest, something like that. And I was like, he's actually got the crowd, but I don't know you. Oh man, you know, I don't know you. It's if it ain't hard, if it's not, if I ain't heard it, it's not hard. That's my attitude. you know, because it's keeping up with these things. It's like you've got responsibilities in life now, and mm, for you to try keep track of these youthful things, it's a bit of a challenge. But we try, and mhm, it's it's crazy about seeing, but yeah, we appreciate these guys, and I think it's crazy how a lot of the breeds appreciate artists or a celebrity from outside. and the ones that are within are not quite held in the same pedestal as those that are coming from outside, because I don't know. It's I thought you was cool, and I thought you was I saw you on MTV Base, and you just walking around like, hey, nothing happened. You're supposed to carry yourself with that celebrity status. Come on. But well, I suppose maybe it helps them go by and still have a good time like nothing happened. They just going to work. You know, it's just like another day getting on a tube to Canary Wharf or something.
Through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The diagnosis. The pro analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio. Through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The diagnosis. The pro analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio.
Yep. We're back. We are back, and it's nice and nice chilled afternoon, and it's the Lunch Munch Show on Relax Radio. We continue to have fun with Andrew, your guy. I'm from Croydon. This guy, it's well. Let me just read this for you. It's crazy how things have happened to this guy, this wonderful guy who's trying to get by, and is out here trying to do his thing, and he's got his wife, and settled down, and he's doing his thing with his wife. You get it? uh okay, so this guy, a couple was scammed out 9,000 £9,000. I feel for these guys because it's £9,000. It's a lot of money. It's not easy to get by. I mean, we struggle from hand to mouth getting that little money that we get. But hey, it's a fairly young couple that's £9,000. £9,000. Well, this is what happened. A Croatian couple was scammed out of 9,000 say they are losing the will to exist. Harriet and Bright both work multiple jobs to pay off debt and build better lives for themselves. About a month ago, full-time chef, uh, security officer Bright decided to seek another way of home, bringing in more income. He then received an out of the blue message on WhatsApp from his old friend. Now, he is when the juice starts to come in. So, after chatting for some time and explaining about his money worries, every time when friends call up and say, "Hey, what's going on?" and hey, life is tough. This is the initial conversation because you're trying to humble yourself with everybody. And I know life is tough, man. Things, the bills and guys, let's stop that. Like, seriously, when somebody calls you and say, "How's life going?" you say, "Good." Everything nice, you know. Because once you say it's tough and life is not sweet, and the universe answers your what you because this is the thing. Uh God made the world in 7 days. And this is how he did the whole thing. Let there be light. Bang. Let there be water. Bang. Let there be this, and that. Bang. So all that was said by word of mouth, you know. um, where I'm from, they say that mouth, no, how do you translate? It's your word of mouth can bewitch you. So, meaning you can talk things into existence. So when you say all these negative things that you go on about, trying to you consider being humility and all that, and say, "Oh, I'm trying to be humble," and say, "Oh yeah, the debt time, things are hard, and the debts, and I can't even afford the." No, quit that. Stop talking about any of that negative stuff, because when you speak about that negative stuff, the universe answers you, because that's what you're telling the universe to do. God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. He told the universe that there be light. And there was light. So you are made in the image of God. Yeah? So you can make a person, but of course, you has to be with somebody. And, when you do it, and then a baby comes out, you've got that power to make a person. But, the supreme power then makes things happen. But you still are in the image of Him. So if you continue to say, "I am dying, things are not all right," and you're just like Robin in a genius thing, and your wish is my command, and you continue to be broke. So if you continue to be pessimistic, your life will just be, you find yourself being sick and all that, and because you're saying things into existence. So you need to start being positive and cut off. When you find yourself trying to say something that's negative, you need to cut yourself out. Stop. Stop. I ain't about that negative life. I'm about the positive life. I'm feeling rich. You know, Before you know it, you check your bank account and it's looking nice. Not always. But if you say it and believe it, things happen. So and quit that negative behavior. Yeah. So yeah, I was still saying. So they decided to say, "Oh yeah, um Brian and Mike said after telling some time explaining about how his money worries the yeah recommended the Bride a marketing affiliated site called CJ. Yeah. So y'all need to watch out of this marketing site called CJ. Oh. Something funny happened. I just realized that my dad's name is CJ. And this considered as I don't know. If you know, you know. Anyway, uh review products such as designer goods or gadgets and get a commission. The timing was perfect and it seemed so easy. He said all you had to do was 35 reviews and then you withdraw the money you make from the commissions. Yeah. So it seems like they went on there and found nothing amiss, and the husband, the wife also checked the site and everything nice, and they decided to. As soon as Bright began reviewing products, the site was asking him to keep putting more money in to top up his account, and it said he could not withdraw any cash until he had completed the 35 reviews. Hey, listen, I am putting money anyway that is needing me to say, if you're saying your site gives money, I don't want to know where your money comes from, but I want to get mine, you know, and I'm not putting any money in that site. That's that's the way it is. It's these situations where people, oh, I'm first of all using the trial money. If that trial money ain't ain't taking me to the next level, I'm out. I'm out. This is the thing. From how I grew up is if you're trying to make money, invest in money. Work hard for your money. In terms of investment, it's too good to be true to find me having to participate in these online situations where I have to put money. Like how? You know what I mean? I know I come from an era where you buy a goat, you kill the goat, and you go sell the meat with the profit. This is where I'm from. This business will say, uh, put money on a site and you know put money on a site and it's going to generate more money from something that you don't. No, I'm not built like that. I'm old school. I'm a 80s baby. During my times there was no internet. So but it's crazy. It might seem like I'm not really ready to do this. It's sometimes money comes through to people that are involved by sometimes you put enough just to lose it. you know it's the house always wins. The house always wins. I also believe that things like the lotto is promotes the whole idea of luck promotes laziness. That's just my thought, because if you can use £1,000 over a year buying lotto tickets, if you could turn that money into something, I mean, create a product that you could sell. You know what I mean? Because it's pretty much you're looking for money. So if you find yourself paying for lottery ticket while you trying to, your achievement is money, but then it's based on luck. If you're gonna base things on luck, then it's work hard and then allow luck to divine intervention. You know what I mean? Because if you believe on it so much, you're gonna sit back and wait for that luck, and it never comes. And the rest of your life, you're gonna be there sitting and thinking, "What the hell happened to me?" You know what I mean? Because such things happen, and there's no one to blame other than yourself. You know, it's it's sad, but it's what it is. But yeah, hello, Shanjan, Islam Shona. How are you doing? I hope you're good where you are. I hope you are somewhere safe where you are. I hope it's not the first and last time you're going to see this show and listen to this show online. In the meantime,
Through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The Diagnosis. A Pro Analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio. Through the eyes of the megaminds of our time. The Diagnosis. A Pro Analysis. Every Saturday from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. on Relax Radio.
yeah, boys, the Relax Radio. We're back, and we're back with a bang. It's the last 30 minutes of the show, and it's the first half of the show. You know what I mean? So it's the weather is a bit is a bit interesting outside, and it's I mean, everybody wants to be out there and do something, but then for those that are traveling outside of the country or doing their holiday trips to somewhere sunny, uh, well, we have the sun here, but okay, fine. So those that are going out there trying to have a good time in somewhere in Europe and have a good time, and in the sun and the beach, and somewhere new. I mean, Afro Nation was just in a bit, and then there's another um Spain is Ibiza in a minute, and then there's Greece, some fun places, and mountains, and nice sightseeing and all that, and Rome, and Italy and all that. It's cool. Y'all ain't got no problem. Will not have no problem going out of the country. Y'all are gonna have no problem. It's the the shake at the airports that's not quite, you know. But then it seems like uh you guys, well, you don't have you not have to do the whole passenger locator thing form when you come back. And well, it's not, you don't need to, as long as you got the whole vaccination thing. So it's nice. You come back the way you are, everything nice. It's back to your home country, and life goes on. But then for those, for the, we've put together a list of it's they've put together a list below of some of UK's holiday makers' favorite European destinations with all you need to know about the current coronavirus travel routes. Because I'm hearing some well-winged that coronavirus is you know somewhere in its little form in different places, and there's been a little shaking of some coronavirus somewhere in the inland, but I'm not gonna say where. But there's a bit of a death toll. No, not a death toll, but there's a bit of a couple of deaths because of the coronavirus. So this is the thing. Here are the latest COVID restrictions for France, Spain, Portugal, Italy, Germany, and Greece. Travelers from the UK aged 12 and over must provide full proof of full vaccination in order to enter France. For travelers aged 18 and over, France will recognize you as vaccinated for entry purposes if you complete your initial vaccine course within the last 9 months. If more than 9 months pass since your initial course and you've not since received the booster, you'll be recognized as unvaccinated. So, um, if you're out there looking to travel to France and you've not had the booster, you will be recognized as unvaccinated. You know, so I don't know. Some people think, well, yeah, the corona is gone, and we the restrictions are down now over here, and nobody dying that we know, and everything cool now. But yeah, everything cool now, but it's just you know I think there's something going on. Something's telling me that we need to be really careful about this whole corona thing. Um, you know, I think what happened is those that didn't have the booster. Oh well, some people say my immune system recognized the coronavirus, and haven't recognized the coronavirus. It's everything good now. I don't have to be vaccinated. That's cool, but I think my theory is this whole coronavirus thing. For those that didn't get vaccinated, your immune system dealt with it because it was mild. You know, but in the case that it goes wild on you, we could miss you. So maybe consider doing the whole vaccination thing. And for those that had the two jabs, well and fine, but maybe get the booster. You know, you never know because um, you never know because death is real. But I mean, do not fear death because time would have come for you to go to the other side. It's just death is just like a break between the two sides. Life goes on, and it will be time for you to be on the other side, and um, go see how life is on the other side. But anyway, we're still saying travelers 12 years and over who are not fully vaccinated need to provide a negative PCR test results taken within 72 hours or in antigen test result taken within 48 hours pre-departure. This must be privately sourced test certified by an proven provider. NHS test will not be accepted. All children under the age under 12 are exempt from all COVID-19 travel restrictions. So this goes on and on. I think it's with all these countries probably do the same thing for each one of them. But my issue is, if you've not vaccinated, consider getting vaccinated, because life is short. But then I'm not preaching the whole idea that life is short, because life is long if you follow precautions, if you not necessarily the right thing, if you do the safest option. So it needs you to analyze and keep safe. In terms of health, keep safe. You could risk other things, and but in terms of health, keep safe. Because life ain't sweet without you. We don't want to miss you. And people be out there talking about you and about how you used to make them laugh, and all of a sudden people are crying. How does that work? That man was he was a genius, man. He used to make us laugh. It's not fair. Come on, people. Let's try and be safe, and follow precautions and stay safe, and do things right. No, not right, but do things safely way, and um try and be nice to one another, and you know go get vaccinated, so that it's nice to me that you're vaccinated, because now I can I'm able to feel safe around you, and no, you're not necessarily I mean, we overlook these things, but it catches up with us sometimes when we uh don't do the right thing. I mean, it's you stop going to the gym, and then you realize life down the line that you can't run as fast as you used to, and so now us that are going to the gym are affected because we cannot run with you. you know so let's try and be nice and be wise, and do what is safe for each one of us, and we will be able to live on, and even at the age of 70, you'll be able to contribute to life, with the wise words, and your good things and good deeds, and all that. That's for every one of us that uh, look up to you, or that sort of thing. So let's go on a short break. Yep, it's the last quarter of the show, and Andrew, Relax Radio, Lunch Munch Show, 12 to 2, Monday to Friday. We have a good time over here and everything nice. So, get with us and you'll know what time it is because being here makes you feel comfortable. Yeah, it's crazy. It might seem, you know, um, it's an interesting as it is, the gentleman that we know as Mo Farah has come out and said, you know what, guys, that's not my real name. I've got a whole different story altogether, you know, and I want y'all to know about this because this Mo Farah persona that I've been playing ain't quite what it is, you know. So he's having a whole documentary tomorrow. It's gonna be on BBC tomorrow later on. If you check the schedules, you'll be fully aware what time it's going to be. So he's saying is not Mo Farah is not my real name and my life story was fake, says the Olympic champion. He is saying the BBC documentary allows four-time gold medalist chance to share real version of events that describe how he was trafficked to the UK as a child. So, you know, things like this happen to a lot of people, and it's fair and fine. He's come out and he's become this big guy, and we know him for all this athletics and a British long distance runner that's background is Somali and doing all that's great. But if he stole, we will be reminded that he's Somali or he had the background of Somali. But he brought home trophies, so he's British. That's how it works. That's how it works. Don't debate with me. Go tell that to your goats. you know, he says his life story countless times how he arrived in the UK as a boy with his mother and brothers to live with a father who was already here. And then he goes on to say there was no father involved. I was trafficked from Somalia, and brought here to come. And what's the point? Yet that account was false. The truth, according to the Olympic champion, is that he was born in Somaliland and trafficked to this country as a 9-year-old child by a stranger who he claims forced him into domestic servitude. Oh, this makes sense now. So he was brought from Somalia to come and be that guy, I mean, damn. But then he says, his real name is Hussein Abdi Kahin. The name Mohammed Farah was stolen from another child and used to create a fake passport. Come on, guys. It's it's sad, but I want to watch this. He was rescued after confiding in a PE teacher who had spotted his talent and who also helped him to apply for British citizenship using his assumed name. Well, how was the teacher even involved in all that? But anyway, that's another conversation for another day. And then I'm taking a big risk telling the world my story. He said it's a secret that I've been hiding since I was a child. The truth is, I'm not who you think I am. Listen, guys, there has to be a check involved in this. I mean, if I ain't coming out and telling people, you know, of a situation that that I've been in trying to be somebody, and the story is not quite. The story is not. It's okay, fine, but I don't think. Um, I suppose it was necessary. Well, I don't know. But it's just my own thinking is, um, somebody knew, somebody spoke to somebody, and then he was offered a check to then come up and be a storyteller of this real life story, and but otherwise I don't see, it had to suit the narrative, and somebody had to be told about this, and have uh, an idea of what of what how we can tell this story and make it something. Well, it's I mean, it's Mufara, guys. It's, I don't know. It's, and from the angle of the story, it's he was trafficked, and it's a whole different situation if he was trafficked and you became a slave at some point, or well, I mean, and then what? You could the whole life better for you, and everything nice, and now you're in a state, and then you've managed to travel the world, and you know do we really need to come and start making this whole subject of fake name something? I don't know, but well, I would, maybe I could be wrong, and maybe I'll have a different review um after I watch the film. But from the instance of reading it from one of the papers, is the Telegraph? Yeah, get the Telegraph and see what's going on. But yeah, I think it's not quite what it's not quite what I would want to see. But I'll just have a look at it just to maybe see what's really going on, because you know, despite what I've said in the past, my parents never lived in the UK. When I was 4, my dad was killed in a civil war. Rest in peace. I was separated from my mother, and I was brought into the UK illegally under the name of another child called Mufara. You know, um, it's one of those things that we need to understand. You know, identity is I suppose, yeah, I wanna because here, to me, the thing is, the selling point to me is trafficking. That's what it seems. That's why I'm not quite with it fully, but I would really want to see um what is really going on in this situation, because um there has to be more than just trafficking. There has to be, I mean, the thing is, with from what I understand, is that the trafficking needs to involve some butchering without a knife, and some for me, an interesting trafficking story is one where somebody, body parts are being sold, or things like that. But if somebody is coming here and eventually goes to school, is it trafficking? I don't know, but yeah, I would really need to check for the documentary tomorrow night and see what's really going on, and maybe I would have a different I would have enhanced thoughts and preview to the whole subject, and see maybe I could be in a position where I'm saying, "Oh, you know what, this was interesting," because I, for one, I look at identity as something that's vital in life. So you need to be able to know what your identity is, who you identify with, and how, um, you know, the culture that you were brought up in, the ethnicity that you was raised in, and all of that. I mean, it's I was talking to one of my friends, and we were saying how it's interesting how kids in England grow up and so say have say an African surname and um, you know African name, and then they grow up here and not have a proper idea of what their their background is, the way their ancestors came from, and all that. And then because they can connect with the kids here, and everybody's speaking English at school and primary school, secondary school, and everything's nice. Then they go to university, and everything nice. Then they start to get to work, and it's I don't know if fortunate or unfortunate that most of immigrant parents um, advise that their kids um, do jobs which are readily accessible. So, for instance, you'd have parents in England saying, "You could go and do nursing." So that happens to a lot of the kids, and many times these kids come through and say, "Oh, no, I'm not going to do nursing. I'm not going to do nursing. I'm going to do psychology. I'm going to do psychology. I'm going to do what else? I'm going to do marketing." You know, and then because I want to work in Canary Wharf, I want to work in Liverpool Street. I want to, where the big companies are, and you know, I want to do all these nice job, white collar jobs, and then once they get the degree, they don't know who to speak to get that job, and sometimes the interviews don't go quite well, and they end up finding themselves doing some jobs that are not quite what they want. And then the mom comes in and says, "Listen, I told you to do nothing." But it's still safe because, I mean, from 18, you got 3 years to do your first degree, and then the second degree, you just do nursing. And then at the age of 26, you start, you end up being a nurse at the 26 to 29. So you find people at work who are fresh from Africa, and they're trying to relate with you because you've said to them that your surname is this and that, and they say, "Oh, then you're African," and then you can't relate to what they're saying because you've not been there, and then you find that from there you start to want to reconnect with your roots. So um, it's wise that we connect with them from early and understand all these things because it could be late. And when you are asked about, do you know this, and you don't know, this is the why. It's not actually from Africa alone. I suppose a lot of people out there also, especially be it Asian or be it, uh, you know, because there was some backlash on how Miss Patel, in terms of immigration, because she's the one dealing with the whole immigration thing. She's like, how are you actually wanting people to go to Rwanda when you have some immigration background, migrant background? So that comes along later in life. So identity is key. Let's find out what you ID with, what you identify with, and connect with that. And then things will start to work well for you. All right. Take care of yourself. See you tomorrow. Have a good day. Love y'all. But before I go, love y'all. Signing out, Andrew, Mr. Lunch Munch.